Jim Brewer, Bill Maher, or
Oh
Dan
shit!
Soder.
Yeah, let's do this Jim Brewer thing. You said you heard about this a while ago, right? I think it came out a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Were a lot of people talking about this? I wasn't aware.
It was going around, but as you'll hear, it's like a weird thing to say. So I don't know how much stock people took in it.
Oh, I don't know if I'm putting any stock in it. It was just kind of sad to watch what Jim Brewer is doing now.
Yeah.
So Jim Brewer is one of these guys like Rob Schneider that is like dedicated his life to the right. He's a guy that like got popular for things during COVID, and even though that has kind of died down now, that's what he's hanging on to. Which like Jim Brewer, I liked him a lot when I was a kid. I feel like I kind of grew out of his comedy, but like he's not an unfunny guy, certainly.
Jim Brewer is upper echelon radio guest.
He had a lot of great stories on O&A and Stern, I remember.
He has one of the funniest stories about hanging out with Lars Ulrich, the drummer of Metallica, that I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, and we played his great Norm story too. About Norm and Chris Kattan.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's got a lot. He's a great storyteller. He's a funny guy, but for some reason he's got sucked into this right wing rabbit hole. Like I don't give a fuck if you get right wing or left wing. I don't care which rabbit hole you go down. But when you get to this level on either side, it's tough to watch. Where he's on with Roseanne and they're talking about Dave Chappelle, and this is just weird. Like, why is he doing this?
What happened between you two? Did you fall out, or did you just go different ways?
No. We I think different ways, but I'll put something out there that I don't know if when we were filming we were filming a movie, and he also had a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
From HBO and or not HBO, Comedy Central, and all this shit, right?
The worst bunch of people on earth.
Horrid. He then, while he was on the show, when it was blowing up, and we remember the Aspen Comedy Festival? I don't know.
Yeah, that was fun. I did that too.
He came there, and he was freaked out.
Yeah.
I said, what's going on? And all I could say is he was visited.
Yeah. That's what I think too.
And when he told me who visited him, my heart stops for a second. I'm like, get the fuck. And I'll never forget, he went, "You believe me, right? You believe me, Jim, right?" And I could, he's like, "They came to me." And he said the names. I'm like, get the fuck. And what happened? And then all of a sudden he went to Africa.
Yeah, that's what I remember happening. But they never really said what happened.
Hold on. Did I miss something? He said while they were filming Half Baked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did he say that at the beginning?
They're filming a movie. He changed it to a movie.
Well, I mean, they did Half Baked together.
Right.
That was 1998. That doesn't make any sense.
Did they do another movie after that together?
I mean, it never came out. If they did, I've never heard of it.
What he's saying here, he's basically insinuating the Illuminati.
I was able to pick up on that subtlety.
Yeah.
Well, so this happened. Dave Chappelle is visited by the Illuminati, or some name, like some crazy name that Jim Brewer. He'll tell the whole story, but he won't say that for some reason. And Dave Chappelle tells Jim Brewer and nobody else.
They were close.
That close?
I think so. Before he got like super mega famous.
I don't know. He put him in one movie. And they did that Home Improvement spinoff together.
Maybe that's what he's talking about.
I forgot about that. That was years before. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem that to me doesn't make any sense. The next thing I think is even crazier.
Well, let me get the next clip up here.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, maybe I'm wrong, guys. Correct me in the comments. Maybe I'm wrong about the timeline. But if they're talking about filming Half Baked together, that's 5-6 years before he left Chappelle's show.
So he said that when they were
also the Illuminati, like we need to. Rick James can't keep having his opinions out there.
It was more like he's getting too famous. He basically needs to go to a Diddy party to get knocked back down the level.
Why though? Chappelle wasn't like at that level.
Not yet. He was on the rise though.
He wasn't talking about a lot of like he was talking about race, but
And he in Jim Brewer's defense, he said he was visited during that time.
Chappelle's show was amazing. In my opinion, it's the best sketch comedy show ever. It was on at 10 at night on Comedy Central.
Right.
It was, you know what I mean? Like, did the Illuminati need to take care of him?
They basically like, don't go against us. They might have been he might have been making fun of people they didn't want being made fun of or something.
It sounds a little far-fetched to me, but this is where he reels me back in. Now I'm on board after
this is where I go. I could see that.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And so when I saw him come back, there was a lot less communication. And maybe he just, maybe he just grows, whatever. But I can honestly say, and maybe I'm crazy and I am crazy for saying this. Mm-hmm. When I saw him completely come back, I really questioned if that was him.
Yeah, I know, right? I think that's...
And I know that's really crazy.
I think those same things, yeah.
That's when you should really think it's crazy, when Roseanne's like, absolutely, yes.
See, the thing that's different, though, is like, he's like, I'm fully aware of how this sounds.
I guess. But we needed Dave Chappelle to come back so badly that they killed the real Dave Chappelle and brought back an impersonator who is jacked with a much raspier voice.
Yes. Well, take all those cigarettes.
But that's the thing is, the new guy might not have smoked cigarettes. He would have had to start smoking cigarettes, right?
Right. Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. It's like, I listen to that and I'm like, this is Goat Boy, right? This is the guy who told the Pizza Man story on Opie and Anthony. Wacky, fun guy. The fuck is he doing? Yeah, the Illuminati killed Dave Chappelle and replaced him. I understand. I don't believe the theories that say like Biden is a body double and all that shit. But I understand why the powers that be would do that. Why they wouldn't want to cause concern by Joe Biden dying or something.
Right.
What would be when Chappelle's show was on the air? What would the Illuminati's interest in Dave Chappelle be?
Maybe he wasn't going to the kid fucking parties.
Yeah, well,
they were running him out of town.
I guess. I don't know. Very weird. As a guy that liked Jim Brewer when I was a kid, it's weird to see what he's up to now. So I hope he's all right.
Yeah.